Hey, welcome back to Driven Channel. I'm here with my friend Juan Pineda. Really excited. Dude, you're 35, Mexican American. Como dijimos en el principio, los negocios mejores se hacen en caliente,
En caliente.
right?
Así es.
You have a successful trucking company, just bought a gym.
Just
You
got
have
a
a
gym.
car dealership. Like, you're from Kansas. You came all the way from Kansas.
Yes, sir.
You have a lot of things going on. And the thing is that, like, a lot of people watching this, a lot of people that watch this are Mexicans. They're Salvadorian, Colombian, Brazilian, from all over the place. But a lot of Latinos, right?
That's right.
And they see this and they're like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't think we could do it, man. I think we're just born to be average. But you're another example of somebody that, dude, you took it on upon yourself and you started your own company, businesses, and you started growing from there. What do you think is the reason for that? Like what are you the guy that is like the success story of your family or no?
Damn, that sounds kind of cocky, huh? But yeah, I mean, you could say my family. I'm the one that's.
You're the one that changed the family tree.
My dad's a hard worker. My dad's a business guy himself. Él tiene un dealer también, and he works hard, and he's got his dealership, and he's the one that gave me the entrepreneur spirit.
Yeah.
But
you're the one that decided I'm gonna be a millionaire.
I want to be a millionaire. Well, I mean, I'm
Are you a millionaire?
gross wise, I'm a millionaire. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But not.
How much money does your money make? Your company, how much money does it
3 million.
3 million
Yeah,
revenue?
yeah, 3 million.
So you're pretty much a millionaire.
I mean, I'm net worth wise too. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the
Plus
point.
you own properties too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're a millionaire.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Is there any other millionaires in your family?
Just my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, me. But
So millionaires make millionaires.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I know for a long time I'm in a position now where I just need to branch more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And hang out with people who are or know people who are gonna elevate your mindset. Because I'm stuck at the idea now. I'm like, net worth's fine, gross is fine. But cash flowing, and a monthly basis has to go up every month.
Yeah.
How do we make this cash flow higher? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's where
Especially because you're married and you have 4 kids.
exactly.
Yeah. So you need cash flows.
Y luego me gusta la buena vida.
Yeah. Well, what do you like to do for fun?
So I do
Like for the buena vida.
la buena vida. I go ruteando, Can-Ams, boxing, jiu-jitsu tournaments. I just competed this last weekend in a jiu-jitsu tournament in Amarillo, Texas.
So you like fighting?
Yeah, I enjoy
Yeah.
it. I enjoy it.
You ever get in street fights?
Sabes que la gente, like when you know how to fight, people como que they feel that energy, and you're like, hey man, you really wanna do this? Y como que they just kind of let off and oh cool. So like I guess when you do know how to fight, you put up a different aura.
Yeah.
Donde es tanto de gritar. I'm like, oh bro, hey, we can just go over here. Yeah, se calman.
You done that before?
Yeah. Pues rápido, pues si me traes coraje, pues al grano,
Yeah.
you know.
What if somebody else is like a professional boxer and they're like, yeah, let's fight?
But usually it doesn't happen. Like usually, dicen por ahí, usually when they're both trained,
Yeah.
there's usually like this mutual respect. Like, you chill, oh cool, y no pasa nada. It's usually the guy that's tough and hangs out with the guy that's actually tough. That se apagan.
You know Mikey Garcia?
I know of him, yeah, but
Yeah, he's one of my friends. He's a close friend of mine.
yeah.
So he tells me the stories that he would go out and he would go with his friends. And he said one time I was in my car and something and I was in the car taking care of something and somebody threw a bottle, some drunk ass threw a bottle and they hit my car. And it was like it was one of his new cars. I think he had his Lamborghini. Like I think it was like an SVJ Lamborghini and he was parked right there outside of the club.
Uh-huh.
And they threw the bottle and it fucking hits his car. Bam! And somebody threw it on purpose, but they don't know it's Mikey Garcia, so he gets out of the car. And he was like, the fuck? And I don't want to say the whole story because I don't want to get him in trouble if he could get in trouble. But
I'm retired, I don't care.
he took care of business, like the people don't realize, like, even if Mikey Garcia is like smaller, even some big dude, they try to mess with a professional boxer. The professional boxer, even though he's smaller, he's gonna fucking knock you out cold with one punch.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. But it's funny because you do see a lot of those like wanna be tough people, and they wanna like, hey, what's up, and they wanna fight, and then they get handled.
Yeah. No, and I tell people all the time, I'm like, hey, I'm not saying you're not tough. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you're tough, and I'm sure you're not scared, but you're gonna get beat up. That's gonna be the outcome. I'm like, you're gonna get beat up. Y ya como que sienten, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, mejor dale para allá y no pasa nada.
Yeah.
And I'll give you, because I try being a nice guy. I try to give you a way out, you know?
Mhm.
No quiero quitarte tú. Because you're a man, I'm a man. I don't want to make you feel like a girl.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we don't have to do this. Back up.
Have you ever actually gotten in a fight?
Yeah.
Street? Yeah.
When I was younger, yeah. And then, but again, the more I trained, the less it happened, you know?
Well, maybe because you get it out when you train.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
So you're in Kansas, like what? Why Kansas and you're here now in LA?
No, I'm still in Kansas.
Well, you came to visit.
I
in LA,
flew
yeah,
over
yeah.
here. Yeah.
But you like LA?
Too many blue hairs over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is blue hairs?
Too much like, you guys are kind of weird out here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by weird?
like in Kansas we call you guys blue hairs. Like, oh, allá están todos los blue hairs. Like,
Let me see what that
like
means.
Democrats. Like
Come to East LA.
blue hair. I'm a boy. I'm a girl. I don't know.
Let's see. Blue hairs.
Where are you from? Part of Mexico?
My dad's from Michoacan, and my mom's from Jalisco.
Oh yeah, come to East LA.
So
We have no blue hairs over
no
there.
blue
It
hairs.
says, it says a blue hairs meaning slang. Blue hair, an elderly person, especially a woman or one viewed
Blue hair
as.
is like the weird white people that change their
You have
color blue.
50-year-old ladies who are trying to be young.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like just a bunch of weirdos
Oh,
out
that's-
here.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Urban Dictionary. Oh shit, didn't. Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of weird people here, for sure. Yeah. So Kansas, there's a lot of normal people.
Normal people.
Yeah. So I gotta go to Kansas then.
Botas, tejanas, sombreros.
So
I'm gonna go to Kansas.
so Kansas is very. There's a lot of Latinos.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a lot, but there's Latinos and white people, right?
50-50. It's 50-50, so you would think it'd be a lot of white
So
people.
there's a lot of mix. There's a lot
Yeah.
of a lot of white people dating Mexicans or Latinos.
There is now, yeah.
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 Your wife is white or Mexican?
She's Mexican, Zacatecas, yeah.
Oh, cool.
The Zacatecas.
So
Yeah, but we're originally from, I was born in Los Angeles, California, in South Central.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
So dude, so you're kind of a blue hair too.
That was my future,
you're-
but I stopped it
so-
and
so-
I left.
So you realize quick this is weird over here and you left.
Come on, people are getting weird out here, man. People are getting weird. I better get out of here.
So
Get out of here.
what age were you when you left?
Nah, when we left, I was 15.
Oh, so you're from LA then.
I guess you can say that.
So you grew up in South Central the whole time?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's funny because you're-
Esperia. Half the time Esperia, and then y luego aquí in South Central.
So, okay, so you lived in South Central your later
Later,
time, yeah.
teens or early teens.
And you're like what streets?
We jumped around a lot, but we had the my dad owned the bakery there on Avalon. It's
I know
called
where that is.
it's called Jenny's Bakery now.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one that was our bakery when we had it. It was called Lucero's Bakery, and we were living on Western. And I don't remember what street, but it was on the Western side
So you lived on Western and something.
and something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on that area, in a little alley.
Did you guys own a house or no?
No, it was an apartment.
Did you guys ever get pre-approved for a loan mortgage? Your dad?
That I remember was we were always living in an apartment.
Did you ever
moved-
go to the Starbucks in by the Home Depot? The Starbucks, I think it's on Slauson.
Somos pobres, Albert. We don't have no freaking Starbucks.
No, there was a Starbucks.
I know, but we didn't go to no Starbucks. We're poor Mexican guys.
Because when you were there, I used to be around your area.
Oh yeah.
Like I used to go there in my little car and knock on doors and pre-approve people.
Oh, you're already
'Cause
doing the
I
sales.
was a loan officer.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I'm 41, so
You're part of that cholo generation. Cuando estaba-
18th Street, Mara
cuando-
Salvatrucha.
Cuando estaba pesado
Yeah.
todo eso, yeah.
Yeah, but you probably had left because
Playboys.
because when I was going to South Central, this is like maybe I was 20, but like 15 years ago, But you were probably already gone, right?
Yeah, already gone.
You're already in Kansas. Yeah, so I probably didn't see you. I didn't run into you. But yeah, so when you moved to Kansas, what happens in Kansas? Like why did you move there? Did you move there because of the blue hair people?
Nah, we moved because my mom.
You saw a better future over there?
No, my dad said we were turning into cholillos.
Oh, you?
There's 6 of us. So él
Mm.
tiene 6 hijos, una hija.
What gang were you guys on?
I wasn't in no gang.
No?
Pero miraba, pues, el vestimiento, you know what I'm saying? The way we dressed, the way we were talking, the way we were acting.
The cholos used to get all the girls though,
They did.
like hot girls.
But I was shy.
Hot,
I was
hot, Latinas.
the hot Latin. I was too shy.
Yeah, I remember this gangster. He used to have this girl Marlene. Her name was Marlene. She was fucking hot, man.
Shout out to Marlene.
Like big boobs, big butt, little skinny waist, like Marlene. And I remember that this was when I was like in Porter Middle School, and this was I was like in 8th, 9th grade, and then we went to high school. But around that time, this girl was like really hot. But this guy, the cholo guy, his name was Isaiah. He used to get all the hot girls.
Used to remember his name and everything, huh?
Yeah, all the time.
They impact you like.
But they were like pelones, like all shaved, baggy pants. Remember the solos?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to wear the solos.
I had a
and
pair
then-
of those.
And yeah, I started getting some.
Yeah.
And then, but dude, I couldn't get the girls. I was just not. And the cholos would get the girls. So I remember those times.
You weren't down, fool.
Well, I guess I needed to be a cholo.
You
Yeah.
didn't do the little bang that goes down y te le echas para atrás.
I used to have like the front bangs.
Oh, you
I
had
used
the
to
little front
I
bangs.
used to shave like my head like this, but I used to have like the bangs.
No.
Yeah, like
If
like,
you know, you know.
like what's his name? Fernando Vargas.
Fernando Vargas, yeah.
Yeah, when he used and I even dyed it once. I dyed my bangs.
That
and I used to be
estaba de
yeah.
moda.
And then yeah, and then the solos. but yeah, dude, I grew up like that.
Yeah,
you know.
me too.
But moving on. So you moved to Kansas, and so
Yeah.
what happens in Kansas?
So pretty much, my dad's watching that. We have the bakery. My mom they're both working, right?
Yeah.
My mom has to wake up at 4 in the morning. Y ya el último straw, when she was waking up para calentar el carro, pues we live in Western, so un negro la agarró, la sacó del carro, y se llevó el carro, you know? They stole the car from her. She's like, that's it. I'm done living here. I can't live in Los Angeles no more. It's too dangerous. And we don't know. Y los muchachos están están siendo como cholos. And Ma's like, all right, cool. Luckily enough, in Kansas, los panaderos over there, they don't know how to make bread. So they'll come to the city where there's a lot of Mexicans, and they'll steal panaderos. And so they went to the bakery. They're like, hey, ¿usted es un panadero? I was like, yeah, soy un panadero. Okay, ¿está interesado en trabajar allá? Yo le pago, back in that day, I don't know. He's like, yo le pago como 700 por semana que haga pan acá. He goes, no, pues si me paga 1,000, me voy para allá. And so the timing was right? The guy came from Kansas looking for a panadero, and he was looking for a way out.
Yeah.
So my dad's like, okay, you know what? Hold the fort for the bakery. I'm gonna go over there, try it out for a month, see the area, and then I'll let you know. Ya fue un mes. Digo, hey, aquí está calmado, es un pueblo. Hay hispanos, hay panadería. I think we can change our lives over here, and we'll just try it out. Y ya, so, de volada vendió la panadería. Nos fuimos para allá. Because here in California, that's different in Kansas. It's interesting because es algo que aprendí. In Kansas, in California, you never buy the building. You always buy lo que es de adentro. And so he sold the bakery for, I don't know, back in those days, $100,000. So I always thought as a kid, I'm like, oh, he sold the building. I'm like, oh, I've never owned the buildings. The buildings belong to some rich guy, and they just rent us out, and we sell lo que está de adentro. I'm like, oh. And in Kansas, everyone that has a building owns it over there. Because they cost like $100,000. You know what I mean? Everything's way cheaper.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to Kansas, and that's when we started our new life over there.
Is that where you met your wife?
That's where I met my wife,
Yeah?
yeah, in Garden City.
A girl from Zacatecas. You met her there.
Well, she's from Garden City, but originally they're from Zacatecas.
That's where Victor Ortiz is from, right? Garden City.
Yeah, Garden City, yeah.
Yeah.
Garden City, Kansas. Shout out.
Yeah. So how is it over there? You think I'll like it? You think I should move over there?
Nah, man, you're living the life here. I say that if you make money, the city's cool. But if you don't make money in the city, I feel like you're kind of just living out here to say you get cool little spots, but you're really the overhead's too high. I
Yeah.
think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's hard to be successful in the city with so much overhead.
But if I go to Kansas, I'll be balling over there, no?
Oh, you'll be the guy. You'll be the man. Well, you're probably the man already, but you'll be more the man.
Should I take my Ferrari over there?
Woo, they don't even see Ferraris.
No?
No, I bought a Corvette, the new Stingrays.
Yeah.
Bro, just driving that around, la gente's like breaking their necks. So you imagine a Ferrari? No, buddy.
You don't get in trouble?
For what?
Like driving that car around, like, doesn't get you like bad attention, like from the ladies.
Oh, soy un hombre disciplinado.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not so do you use it at all for marketing your business or anything like that? Does that help?
The car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a attention grabber.
Do you have your Instagram on it?
Do I have my Instagram? I don't have an Instagram for my page for the dealership.
Well, you need one for like, you just need yours, your personal one. That one's good.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
my
gotta add
personal
your full name, so you have to have it like your first name and last name. But
Juan Pineda?
We'll go over there, yeah.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
why I'm here.
The Juan Pineda, something like that.
The Juan Pineda show.
Yeah. So let's talk about your your 4 kids.
Yeah.
Four kids. You have 4 kids with your wife.
Yeah, my first one.
With your
I'm
first
just
one.
playing.
Oh. So all your 4 kids are with your current wife.
Yeah.
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 And you've known her for how long?
Since she was 15 years old.
Really? So 20 years?
Yeah. Yeah, she's younger than me. She's I'm 35. She's 31.
And how old are your kids?
6, 4, and 6, 4, 2, and una apenas nació.
Oh,
Dos
so
meses.
you waited forever.
Yeah.
Si te tienen que casar.
Chasing the business, man. Chasing
Yeah.
the business.
So you had to did you have to like get married before you started having kids, or?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like se tuvieron que casar before you guys were able to have kids, or why did it take so long?
Why did I take so long to get her pregnant, or why did I get so
Yeah,
long?
yeah.
Oh, okay. No, because I was just business working, and I
But I'm
don't
surprised you never had like you were never surprised like, oh shit, we're pregnant.
Nah, I was controlled. I was like, hey, tengo planes. Tenemos que hacer dinero. We got to do this, and this.
Yeah.
And then we can have kids. And then like low key no quería. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, six. I come from a family of 6, so I was like,
So how do you feel now that you have 4 kids?
oh man, it's
Yeah. Is
lo
that like
mejor que
your,
te puede pasar.
yeah?
Yeah. It's crazy how perspective changes. You know,
So is it? You said it's 3 boys and 1 girl.
3 boys and 1 girl.
Who's your favorite?
I love them all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them all the same.
You're not closer to anyone. I mean, you should be. What about the girl?
She's the princess, yeah. De la princesa. How many kids do you have?
3.
3? También?
Yeah. But I have 3 girls.
3 girls?
3 girls. Yeah.
They say guys with high testosterone always have a lot of girls.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Será? Yeah.
It's true.
I noticed that.
I think if I might have like maybe 9 girls and 1 boy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You still trying to get the boy?
I want 10 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like, when 20 years from now, maybe your girl just tells you to fuck off and she leaves you, or fucking you want to leave or whatever, it doesn't work out, you're always gonna have your kids. So the way I see it is like, when 20 years from now, I'm gonna be old Albert. I'm gonna be 61, and then I'm gonna have my big girls. So let's just say Italia's gonna be 27. Berlin's gonna be 24, and even Callie, the little one's gonna be 21. So I'm gonna be 61. So I'm gonna be an old man, but I think I'll still look good. And I don't know, like, if I'm gonna be. I mean, who knows? Who knows if we're gonna be married forever? If we're gonna be together forever? It would be great if it would, but you can't control that.
Yeah.
It's 2 people, but your kids are always gonna be there for you. And the thing about girls is that girls are the most loyal ones, because when it's a guy, when it's your boy, she's gonna get influenced by his girlfriend.
Mandilones.
Yeah, se va a poner de mandilón. That's why, like, I always tell guys, never be a fucking mandilón, little pussy. You guys have balls. You guys have to be the man. You guys, whatever the man wants is what what gets done.
Are you sure you're from California?
You're a man. Yeah, well, I'm Mexican though. like men provide and take care, provide and guard their families and their kids, their wife, right? Whatever. But what happens with boys is that they become mandilones, and then la vieja se lo lleva, and she's like, "You're not gonna see your family. You're gonna see my family." And they take the girls take the guy to her family. So now with me, I'm set because
You have the girls.
My girls, they're gonna know better, and I'm gonna teach them, and I coach them all the time, and so my girls are gonna be like, whenever they decide to get a boyfriend, or first of all, I'm gonna have to approve the boyfriend, and then when they decide to get married, guess what? When we have Christmas, when we have New Year's, or when we travel, guess what? The girls are gonna be like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hang out with Daddy Albert, with Papa Albert, and I'm gonna be with my family.
Is that what they call you? What do they call you?
They call me Papa.
Papa
yeah,
Albert, or
yeah.
just Papa?
Just Papa. Yeah. But I mean, you get my point. Like, just the guys get taken away by the girls to the girls' family.
Unless they pick up your morals.
Yeah, I mean,
if you have a boy and you tell me,
they have. There's not a lot of us. There's not a lot of machos, Mexicanos, chingones. Most men are soft now.
That's true.
That's why. That's probably why you left to Kansas.
Como dicen los de California, no cap.
Like that's one of the cool things about California is that, dude, there's no dominant guys.
There's no dominant guys.
Todos son fucking weak.
I was just literally talking to my cousin. She's 30 something, casi 40.
Yeah.
Soltera, and she's like, no, it's just all the, and she's a good girl. I told him, well, you're 30 something. You must be, there's something that must be wrong with you because you're single still. But she's like, no, it's because the guys out here, she's like, Juan, the guys out here, they're soft. They're not masculine dudes.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man. And I tell her, I'm like, I don't care. I told her, I don't care what you think you want to hear. And I know 40-year-olds, 50-year-old women, because ya están divorciadas, but they all want the same kind of dude. Even if they tell me they don't want it. They want a guy that takes initiative, takes care of them, protects them. You go out with me, we go to any fancy restaurant, ni te la piensas, I pay for everything. You're in good hands.
Guys here want to split bills with girls.
I know, that's why, bro, when I talk to girls that are like, when they want to talk about,
dude,
like,
if you're a man and you split the bill with your girlfriend, you're a fucking loser.
you're not a man.
Yeah, you're a fucking disgrace to men.
No, I tell them, but there's girls that claim they want that, right?
I don't know what.
Especially in California, no?
Oh yeah.
In California, this is equality, exactly. So when I talk to a girl and they're like, no, I want equality. I'm like, oh man, thank God, I love that.
No, it's because
Let's split the bill.
No, it's because what's happening here is it's so fucked up, and they're pushing woman empowerment. Women are powerful, and I'm not saying, by the way, before you take it out of context, I'm not saying women should not be powerful. Women are powerful, and they should be powerful, but the man should be more powerful because he's the man, and the man is supposed to protect and provide and should pay the bill for the woman. That like and now they're promoting men should be soft, men should stay at home with the kids, men should be more feminine. A man is a man.
Yeah.
So be a man, be strong, provide, protect, and yeah, it's fine if a woman's gonna be powerful, but take care of her. Like, if your woman makes more money than you and you're a man, you're not a man. Yeah. You're weak. You're a pussy. Work harder and make more money. And if you're dating a girl that makes a lot of money, then you have to make more money. Level up. That's the way I see it.
No,
Imagine
yeah.
if your girlfriend or your wife made double the money you made. It'll make you feel fucking weak.
My wife's a respiratory therapist. I mean, she was doing really good, But
Does she make more money than you?
No, hell no. But what I'm saying is that, like,
Imagine if your wife drove a Ferrari and you drove a fucking Honda.
I empowered her. I was like, I'm gonna go to college, get your education. Al fin de cuentas, si me muero un día, at least you have your education.
Yeah.
But I never stopped hustling. I kept working,
Yeah.
to the point I'm like, you don't have to work. Now you just help me, and we'll kill it together.
Yeah.
Power couple.
Yeah. No, but I'm all good with power couples and strong women. Yeah, women are badasses. They're like fucking, they're like the strongest they're the strongest in the world. Like they bring they give birth, they create new lives, you know, and all that. But
and
I
they can
just,
empower dudes too. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but I just think that a man should take care, protect, and provide and pay all the bills for the woman.
Yeah. And I think they want that.
Yeah, but they're not in California.
Not in California.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
fucking-
out of here. That's why I
fucking weak-
left.
Fucking weak men.
These blue hair
fucking-
people.
Fucking softies.
That's why I went
you can't.
good.
He's married. He's already taken.
No, not with him. To go find a man in Kansas.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, well,
You say it like that, okay?
hay muchos en Kansas ahí todavía.
So you have a really
pero,
successful.
hey, pero como
yeah.
dijo Albert, nos estamos acabando. Nos estamos acabando.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm still young.
Oh, even worse. You're growing up with the weakest generation ever.
He said even worse.
Like she needs to get like a 40-year-old. She's like 22, 23. She needs to find a 40-year-old plus if she wants to find
40s
a
are
real
looking
man.
good though.
Huh?
Look at my boy Albert right here.
41. Yeah.
41.
But I'm taken though.
I'm saying, but there's good looking 40-year-old
Yeah,
man.
but I'm an OG. I come back from the old times when the fucking men were tough.
Man, we're tough. That's true.
When
That's
men
true.
say no, it's gonna be like
It's
this. I'm
becoming
the
hard.
boss, and I'm the boss, and you shut the fuck up. It's gonna be my way because I'm the boss. Like there's no men like that anymore.
Your
No, men
dad's
are
like
like-
that too?
Huh?
Was your dad like that? Where's your dad from?
Well, my dad's old fashioned, yeah, but my dad's more quiet. He's
Yeah?
more quiet, but he's like the ones that te vas a partir la madre, te aguantas, no seas.
¿Qué parte de
He
México?
would say certain words I won't say on camera, but he's chilango from Tepito.
Oh yeah.
He's from Tepito. He used to like.
Son bravos los de
Ahí
Chilango.
tienen su navaja y te matan ahí.
Yeah, they say they're bravos.
So like,
Women should just give up then.
Give up? No.
Find one of these women.
well, if you're 23, 22, 25, you're gonna have to find somebody that's over 40, you know, or 35, you know, 35.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like you're not gonna find a real man that's your age or 5 years older than you. Like fucking 30-year-olds, 29-year-olds, they're just weak. And especially if they're growing up like you said, like in California, LA.
Skinny jeans where they have jeans tatted in their girlfriends.
Yeah, but it's
Canijo.
just different times. It's different times. But you have a really successful trucking company.
Yeah.
How'd you decide to start a business and become like
For the trucking.
yeah, trucking?
So like my mom's side of the family, they're all truck drivers, but they were
because the
always,
trucking company, that's the one that makes like 5-6 million.
Yeah, that's the.
Do you actually drive the trucks or no?
No, I just dispatch now.
But you started driving them.
I was driving, yeah.
So you were a trucker and then you
I was a
created your own-
trucker, got my truck. Well, I was a driver.
I heard truck drivers they do a lot of cocaine. Is that true?
Not me.
But they do. I heard
I think back in the day they did.
They do a lot of cocaine because they got to stay awake for a long time.
Back in the day they did. They call
Yeah.
it. Back in the day they would get toothpicks, and they would have coke, and they would dip it in the coke, and put it there, and drive así como. It wouldn't be like crazy bumps, but it'd be like to keep them awake.
There's a lot of truckers have a lot of crazy stories though, right?
They do. I don't.
They
but
do like crazy things. I heard.
I was boring, man. I was a boring truck driver.
What's the craziest thing you've done as a truck driver?
A ver, explícame. What's your definition of crazy?
I don't know. You would have to tell me. I've
No.
never been a trucker.
No me voy a delatar yo solo aquí.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. So you were a truck driver, a trucker, and I think like that's kind of like a like women like truckers because they're like tough.
You think so? You think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think they correlate?
I heard truckers get laid a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably true.
Like you get off the truck and the girls are like,
Well,
trucker.
I casi, no, pues no tanto, pero sí, poquita baba y some.
What's like me here, but like I have my I'm dressed up and everything. I get off the Ferrari and the girls are like,
Oh yeah. I know.
but it's a different. But like truckers, like they have that. I think that attraction that.
You go for that. You're going for that suave look, no? Like it's a different type of masculinity, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm the guy with the Ferrari. What's up?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
truck driver's like, hey, I'm a man's man, kind of,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
A different type of sex appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the shirts like that, like you have them like folded up and all that stuff.
Like poquito.
You get off the truck and you're like,
I'm in
"What's up,
between.
ladies?"
I'm in between. I'm like with the chuckas, not too full boot, but kind of, you know
No,
what
and
I'm
then
saying?
a las viejas también les gustan las botas.
Yeah.
Dicen, no, mira las botas. Fuck.
Es de Kansas.
Yeah.
But my boy's got the Louis Vuitton, so I actually have that same pair.
Yeah, these are comfortable, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
You have the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
but,
is-
but in brown.
But it's the same the same
The same shoe, yeah.
Yeah, they're really comfortable. Well, these I don't know if the ones you have are this thin, but these are like really thin. Es como
The high
como
top.
gamuza, no sé qué es el material.
Yeah.
So like these are really like they feel like socks. So they're really comfy. They don't hurt your because like I have white ones and they're like strong leather and those are not comfortable. But these are very comfortable. These
Yeah.
are the most comfortable shoes I've ever gotten, like ever in my life. These.
That's why he wears them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like dirty, but they don't even look dirty because of the material. But I mean,
can tell you're a city.
yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you're a city guy.
but you know, there's always girls with different tastes.
That's true,
So
too.
like some girls like they'll like your taste, they'll like your style, like las botas, the shirt rolled up with the truck, and some other girls are gonna like the Ferrari and the dressing shirt and the Louis but the red bottoms.
That's why I feel like we're blessed when we're Latinos, because when we're Latinos, we can pretty much pull off everything.
Yeah, 100%.
For real, we can pull
Yeah.
out the cowboy look, the urban look, the slick look.
If you Google the most wanted men in the world, it'll say Latinos.
Latinos. I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
we have good skin, good genetics, and everything. We're
People tan.
not overly tall. We're not overly short. We're like it's like the perfect combination.
They say Mexicans are short, but I don't really bump into short Mexicans. My boy right here is pretty tall. You're pretty tall. I'm pretty tall. I don't know where this narrative of short Mexicans came from, but I don't really know a lot of.
Well, because
She's not tall. I mean, she's not short.
Yeah, well, because like there, you'll find short everything.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like a somebody that's 6'6". I don't feel like I feel like that's way too tall, because like it's hard. You can't even fit in a Ferrari. You're like you're gonna be, you know, like it's just like it's a little bit like I think like if you could pick a perfect height, I would say 6'1" would be like the perfect tall height.
Yeah.
Like 5'10" to 6'1".
6'1", yeah.
I think that's perfect. If you're like 5'8", 5'7", 5'6", or 5'3", like that's really really short for a man. But if you're like 6'3", 4, 5, 6, that's a little bit too tall. Like I think 5'10" to 6'1" is like the perfect height for a
Yeah,
man.
I think so too.
You have some good muscle, some good size, and you fit in the Ferrari, and I think
And you get everything.
vamos, yeah.
Vámonos.
Yeah.
Get some success.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
But regardless, like even if you're ugly and short or fat or whatever, if you have money, then you're gonna attract whatever you want.
It helps for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps for sure.
But talk about the company. So you decide I don't want to be a truck driver anymore. I'm gonna hire other truck drivers and I'm gonna be the boss.
Yeah. I'm going to delegate it. I'm going to put people on it. And I'm
How
gonna
many truck drivers do you have?
So I have 10. But right now I scaled down because the trucking industry's been bad.
It's all down, right?
Yeah,
You
so
saw my video that I posted
Yeah,
about
yeah.
trucking.
It brought some inspiration to me. I was like, oh, thank God. Hopefully it does pick up.
Yeah,
But the good thing is that I have a little overhead because my trucks are paid off for.
yeah.
So las parqué. Como sabes que ahorita no hay trabajo, pum, pum, voy a parquearlas hasta que se mejore ese trabajo. And then when it gets busy again, we'll double. And that's why this year I doubled down on the dealership.
Yeah.
Because the dealership, I had it as a, what do you call it? Just like a passive
Like a
income.
hobby, yeah, like a hobby.
A passive income hobby. I can buy cool cars and write them off of my taxes. It's a win-win, you know?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, no, you know what? There's money here. Let me focus on it. And this year I focused on it, man. I feel like I've been doing pretty good. I've been scaling. I've been marketing it pretty good. And there's been a change as far as like even, hey, the local towns. I'm like, man, you guys are everywhere. Everyone's buying off your guys' car.
And it's a small city, right? It's
Oh
a
yeah,
small,
yeah. Well, it's a small city, so I live in a town. Well, I guess for you guys it's a lot, right? But it's the same stuff. Like, it's my town's 7,000 people. You drive 45 minutes, 26,000 people. You drive 45 minutes, 26,000 people. 45 minutes, 30,000 people. So there's like a little towns alrededor, you know?
Yeah.
And so all these little towns, they travel to buy off each other. So I guess overall it'd be like 100,000
100,000 in your.
in the area.
In the
I guess
area.
you would say in total.
So most people know most people, right?
Yeah,
Right
well,
there?
like exactly what you're just saying now. Like these little towns, they're not so far that you don't know who each other are, even if they're 45 minutes away.
So you run into like Victor Ortiz's brother right there.
At
sometimes?
Demo, I bumped
Yeah?
into him and a bunch of people local guys that you just see them all the time.
What does he say? He says like, "What's up?"
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Well, he's a truck driver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a trucking company too.
Oh, he has. So he's a competitor too.
I don't see nobody as competitors. El sol sale para todos, como dice Canelo.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he the? Does he have like? Is this? He has a company like yours though. He has like.
No, I think he hauls grain, and I haul raw milk in tankers.
But he has like also a lot of trucks.
I don't know how many trucks he
Yeah.
has. Yeah, I don't know how many trucks he has. But I know he
So
does trucking.
so you also open the gym, right?
Yeah.
So you have a gym. So talk about the gym. What was the whole motive for getting the gym?
Well, I believe in strong body, strong mind, and so we've always worked out. We've always trained, and we figured, you know what, let's just open this gym and we'll do it. And we're very family oriented. We're 5 brothers, you know what I mean? And we're very family oriented. So we're always training. We're always calling each other, hey, te estás viendo gordito, eh? And so we're always competing, and we're always it's helped us stay strong.
Yeah.
And so we're like, you know what, let's open a gym for the family. And now we're loading it up, and people are like, man, you guys' gym looks cool. Let's can I go train with you guys? Can I go? Because little towns, luego sabe quién es quién entrena, who knows what. Can I train with you guys, man? Can I train with you guys? Yeah. So I'm like,
Do you have a boxing ring?
boxing ring. I have a boxing ring, boxing bags, jiu-jitsu mats. Yeah, I got it in there.
And now you're letting people join the gym. You have
Yeah.
memberships?
Yeah. Well, it's not professional. I'm just like, come on in, man, and later on we'll bill you. But well,
You don't charge people for coming in, like one day workout?
sometimes I do. It's just one of those days. Like sometimes, oh yeah, man, pay, don't pay. We're charging. We're not charging. Because again, I don't want. I also need waivers. You know what I mean? I can't just have people go there with no waivers and want to
Well,
fight.
that's easy,
or
dude.
box.
That's easy.
Yeah,
Yeah. We'll help you tomorrow with that.
lock it in.
Because I started when I started going to boxing training, because I was
box?
yeah
Hey.
I was trained by one of the best, Freddie Roach.
Yeah. Name dropping.
So I went to Freddie Roach's Wild Card Boxing here in Hollywood.
Órale.
But I started going there like 15, 16 years ago.
Oh, so you've been doing it forever.
Yeah, like I remember the Benavides when he was like a little kid.
Todo gordito.
He went there. He was there. I don't know. I think it was the little brother. but I remember them when they were like little kids.
Oh yeah.
They went there a few times. GSP, George St. Pierre. He used to go
he was
train
training with
there.
Freddie Roach, too.
Manny Pacquiao.
You saw them all?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So I went there, and I didn't train with Freddie full time, but I trained with his brother Pepper Roach. So Pepper Roach passed away already.
Órale.
But I was like, Pepper Roach was like my trainer. So he would train me all the time. So I would get there, I would get ready and I would train with him. And
I don't know about those swings. I don't know that. Ya me estás convenciendo.
Well, I have the fucking mic here.
He's all-
So I would I was like hitting the mat right there with George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
He was training. He's a good boxer, but he's MMA, but he's a good boxer. So we go train there, and I remember that it was like the beginning stage when Freddie Roach was getting famous. He was not he was with Pacquiao, so he was getting a lot of attention.
Recognition, yeah.
He was getting more famous people that were going there, but it was a new gym in Hollywood, and I saw his gym by watching 24/7. Remember 24/7? I think it was called 24/7.
Yeah.
When they used to have it on HBO, they
Yeah.
would pump up the fights, and they would have like
To get
24/7
you excited for the fight.
part 1, episode 2, episode 3, leading up to the big fight.
Yeah.
So they would show like the where they used to train with Freddie Roach and there. So I went there, and boom, I got in. And then because it was so new, they also didn't have Freddie didn't have any systems. He didn't have employees or nothing. It was Freddie Roach, and he was the guy. He was the receptionist.
Freddie
So,
Roach.
yeah, so you would go inside. They wouldn't let people in unless you knew somebody. So then you would go inside, and then Freddie Roach was like the receptionist. So he would be like, "Hey, how can I help you?"
¿Cómo?
And like, "Hey, how can I help you?" Well, that's how he talks.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, "Hey, yeah," because he has Parkinson's.
Yeah.
So he now he's worse, but before he still had it. But he's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And then you would just say, "I'm here to train." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I think I don't remember exactly the amount. I think he charged $20 to go in.
Yeah.
So you would pay.
Man, it's dirt cheap.
You would you would give them a 20, and then you'd be okay. Come in, and you would, $20 would get you in, and you would start training.
See, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, they didn't even have AC, so it would get fucking.
I don't
hot.
have AC.
Yeah, and it gets hot over there, right? In Kansas.
Yeah.
So it was like I would go in there and no AC. I would go there. Here's my $20, and I would go with my bag, and then I was like, dude, I got my gym bag. I got my boxing gloves. I'm gonna get all ready, and then a lot of girls would go there, like hot girls, and because they would want to train, and it was like what was like hip.
It was popular.
It was popping. So
Yeah.
So they would go there, and I would go there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna train, and some chicks and everything, and I would get ready, and I was just right there, like just fucking training. And then I got assigned to Pepper Roach, the brother.
Yeah.
And then I just started going there. I would go lift some weights at the 24-hour fitness, and then go over there to the Wild Card Boxing Gym, and then train right there. And that's how I learned the basics, and like I.
You never got a spar, like you never did a tournament or anything, like just an amateur one.
Nah. Like I was always in real estate and mortgage, so I was always like I had a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I just didn't make the time for it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like passionate to fucking go on tournaments
like,
too.
hey,
But
let's get one amateur fight.
I did spar professional fighters though.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I sparred Mikey.
Oh yeah. How was that?
I sparred Mikey Garcia. Like I think I won the sparring session because
Did he?
I landed a clean shot.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he didn't land any clean shots on me.
That's it. You won the 4.
Yeah, but then again, I know like Mikey Garcia will see this or it'll get to him, but I don't think he was also trying to kill me.
Are you saying you knocked out Mark? Are you saying you beat Mikey Garcia in the amateurs?
I beat him in the sparring session.
Dang.
Well, I landed a shot.
And he didn't. Yep.
Yeah, he didn't.
That sounds.
And then again, like I was fucking getting tired already because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I was like out of breath. And that
Well,
was
you're
it.
kind of rangy. I'm pretty sure you have a good jab, and you're probably good at distance control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they know how to walk you down.
Yeah.
They're professionals.
They are. They could walk you down.
And so like it was a good little sparring session with Mikey Garcia, but I'm sure he wasn't trying to kill me because if he would have turned it on, he would have fucking started throwing like fucking bombs.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about boxing is that you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, which is kind of like business, right?
Yeah.
And so like getting comfortable with getting hit in the face is a different type of like composure within the chaos, which is cool,
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
what sucks is when they give you a 1-2 and they hit you right straight in the nose. Bam.
watery de volada.
Yeah.
It makes you look like a crybaby.
And then they fuck up your nose, and then pretty soon your nose is like fucking all up.
Ya está todo chato.
Yeah.
Like my nose, you can tell it's kind of crooked to one side, a little bit. Like one side's.
You can't really tell, but if you get punched enough, enough, pretty
times.
soon your nose is gonna be like ET's.
Oh yeah. Gonna be all
Like a lot of
fucked up.
boxers are like that.
Yeah.
So like yeah, but it was fun. But that was my story with boxing. But I went back to that because now that you have your boxing gym and you're charging, that's how Freddie Roach used to do it.
Yeah.
So like who knows? Maybe you'll have one of the best boxing gyms over there in Kansas, and you bring the new talent.
Imagine.
Well, that boxer that you know, maybe you could have him train there.
No, he's a badass man. That guy's going places. He's slick. He's slick. You need to watch Alan Garcia. Watch out for him because that boy's coming up.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So you like to train. I also know like you're in. Are you very religious or no?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my
You said you're a man of the Bible.
I'm a man of the Bible. No, my family's Jehovah's Witness. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not.
Hey, I'm open to anything. Like I don't judge or none of that. I'm cool with every single religion. Some people, they'll say like, I don't like Scientologists, they're weird. I don't like Jehovah's Witnesses because they're weird. I don't like the Muslims because they're weird. So like I'm like, dude, everybody has a right to be whatever they want.
Right.
But talk about that if you don't mind. Like so you're a Jehovah's Witness?
Well, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, but my family's. I was raised Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. So how was that?
Well, no birthdays, no Christmas, no nothing. No.
I used to date a girlfriend.
Jehovah's
And
Witness.
yeah, she was half Colombian, half Mexican, and she and this was like when I was like 9. No, I was like 9, like 20 years old, 21, 20 years old. That's how I got into the mortgage industry. And
Through her?
and they were, yeah, because the brother owned a mortgage company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's when I saw I'm like, damn, this guy's rich. I'm gonna get into mortgages. So they were Jehovah's Witnesses, the mom.
Oh, cool.
So the mom would take her to the Jehovah Witnesses. So then, since I was dating her, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
So you started going to the meetings too?
I went to the meetings. Yeah, I went to the meetings, and I was just there. Like I would take my seat, and I was just there. I was just like,
How old were you?
Like 21.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were cognitive,
21.
like you were there. You knew what was going on. Te saludan, hey, ¿cómo está, hermano?
Yeah, hermano.
Yeah.
Hermana.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't like. I wasn't there long enough. I went there. I mean, I did it. I did it for her, for the mom.
Sí,
you
sí,
know,
sí.
and yeah.
Por el interés.
Well, I wanted. I
Yeah.
liked the girl, so
Yeah,
I need to do whatever it takes.
That's the right attitude.
I'm not gonna say like I went to Jehovah Witness church because like I wanted to because I
You felt,
discovered it and
yeah.
and it came because of me.
Yeah.
It was because my girlfriend was that and then the mom. It was important for the mom, so I knew that. Hey, you know what? I really like this girl. I'm all in.
Yeah.
So I'm always the type that I'm all in. So I started going to Jehovah Witness practice.
How was that for you?
Like I said, I mean
Boring,
I get bored. Yeah,
Yeah, boring.
I get bored. Like when I go to church, like I enjoy it, and because my mom, we grew up Catholic. I've been to some Christian church too. They're very similar, but I go there and it's church is like an hour long, right? I would lie to you if I would tell you that hour does not seem like it never ends.
Well, it's 2 hours of the witnesses.
Oh, so when I go to church, you know, it's an hour. Like I would be lying to you if I didn't say like that hour seems just like never ending
Yeah,
long.
forever, yeah.
Like I'm like okay, what's next? And I like it, you know, I like it, but it just seems like it never ends. Like it's not like
So you don't like it. So you don't like it.
I like it. It just seems super long. And on the other hand, like when I'm having like when I'm doing other activities, sometimes I'm like, damn, time goes like this.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know like if I really enjoy it because like when I'm working out hard and lifting weights, when I'm working and meetings and trainings and things like that, like it's exhausting sometimes, but the time goes like this. Like right now we're doing a podcast, dude. We're already like 50 minutes.
God damn.
Yeah, but it goes like this.
Yeah.
But like when I go to church, it just goes really slow. I don't know if maybe it's good for me. Maybe it's like therapeutic. You know,
I think it sounds like you're. I think when that happens to me, I think I'm bored. I'm not interested in what I'm being taught. And when I'm interested, like you said, when I'm interested, I get all, oh man, this is. ¿Qué hace todo el tiempo, man? I'm interested in this thing.
you like basketball?
No, I don't like sports.
You like boxing? You watch boxing?
Boxing, MMA.
So when you
jiu-jitsu,
see a Canelo fight,
I get excited.
you know you're excited and you're like fuck, and then you're like it's already round 6. Shit, it's round six, and then a fight takes like over an hour sometimes, and it goes like this.
It goes like that.
But it's like,
But I'm excited.
I don't know. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think excitement like goes fast.
Yeah.
But when you're not excited,
I think what you said earlier though, I used to feel the same way when I was going to the meetings. I was like, man, this was boring, but I wasn't interested. I had my own ideas. Like you said, I don't judge nobody, blah blah blah. But I think now, as I got older, and I see my kids, and I see the blue hairs, and I'm like, okay, the morals that I was taught through the Bible was legit.
yeah.
Those are true. Y no cambia. No han cambiado nunca. Just us as humans, we switch our, like they say, you can switch our clothes, we can switch our haircuts, we could grow beards, but our sentimientos, the way we react, the way we get angry, it's all the same. Humanity doesn't change.
Yeah.
Our habits are the same.
Yeah.
Just our clothes. So the Bible's morals and teachings never change. And so then I'm thinking, okay, I'm here processing my thoughts. I'm like, if I want the best outcome for my kids, one is my example, right? But two, I don't know if you heard sayings like, todo está bien, todo está mal. No matter what you do, well, if you go too much over there, that's too ambitious. If you don't do enough, you're too lazy. And so in the world where there's good speakers in both sides, right? Like I hear guys, I don't know if you know this guy named Destiny from different podcasts, another blue hair guy, very controversial, very intelligent, pero he's like, pornography's good. You should watch pornography, and he'll articulate
You should watch pornography or like
Yeah, no.
or like masturbate.
everything, like anything that's degenerate.
Because I don't know if people watch pornography.
Pornography.
Like porn. Like do people watch porn like a movie?
I mean,
Like I think people watch porn to like masturbate, right?
well, yeah, well, but
Because if you watch, I don't think anybody like they're like, oh, okay, movie time, popcorn, let's watch porn for an hour.
maybe, but he was like, hey, you can learn a lot of moves. You know, if you watch pornography, you can learn different
That's
techniques.
true. That is true. I would
And
agree
so
with that.
I'm gonna advocate your kids to watch them. And so you have these guys that are really good at articulating stuff like that, and not just that, but they can do that to all kinds of bad morally stuff. So now you have your kid.
Well, what do you guys think about porn? Is it good to watch? Not good? You might learn a few moves or two, and get better at sex.
You can get better, or you can make your
why do
mind
you
more
say porn is
degenerate.
not, why do you say porn is not good?
I think it's for weak people.
So you don't think you could learn? So how are you gonna learn the moves?
By getting them.
The real thing.
Woo!
But it's like saying I'm not gonna watch a podcast or I'm not gonna read a book. Like why do you listen to a podcast between a tax expert and a lawyer? Because you want to learn laws and you want to learn tax loopholes, right?
Right.
So like why do you read a book on marketing? Because you want to learn marketing.
Right.
So like when it comes to sex, how are you going to learn how to have sex?
So you're saying it would help you to watch pornography?
I mean, I'm not
Is that
saying
what you're
I'm not saying anything, but it's like, is it the parents' job to like tell their kids or their young adults like, hey, you know what? When you turn, because I think I like this is a different topic here, but like I think parents. And I'm not saying porn is good or bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm just leaving it up in the air for what do you guys think. But I'm saying, like, when you have kids, or tell me what you're gonna do to your kids before we wrap up here.
No,
like
you tell me. I want to hear you.
like
You got me interested. You got me interested
my
now.
girls, I have to start talking to about them about sex.
All right.
You know, Italia's 8. She's 7. She's gonna be 8. I gotta start talking to her about sex, like now or very very soon, and telling her, hey, you know what? You know. Nobody should ever touch you. You should be like when people are maybe looking at you a weird way. Pay attention to that. You know, boys. Always tell your mommy. You know, tell dad if something is weird, uncomfortable. Nobody should ever touch your private parts. And then as they get a little bit older, you got to start telling them, hey, you know what? Sex exists. That's how you have babies. That's how people get pregnant. You could get one day maybe you get pregnant if you want to have kids, but we got to start letting them know that. Start talking to them about that, because if you don't do that, then you're a fucking dumbass, because then one day somebody's going to take advantage of them, and it's not going to be my kids, it's not going to be my girls. So I got to make sure to tell them, hey, make sure nobody's ever touching you anywhere like that. When you grow up, you're going to have kids like mom and dad. You're going to form your own family. How do you think people have kids? I think you should be open with your kids and talk to them about that stuff, because if not, somebody else is. So I think
Exactly,
it's very,
especially with the
it's very
podcasts,
important.
right?
Yeah, if somebody's gonna fuck up your kids, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be me, the dad and the mom. We're gonna tell them how it is, and we're gonna tell them this. Also, like with alcohol and when things like that. Hey, look, this is alcohol. This is not good for you. You know, adults drink this, and some people like to drink, some people not like to drink. If you ever want to drink, tell me, tell your parents, tell mom, tell dad, and maybe you could have a sip. But if you ever want to drink, I want you to do it with me first, not with anybody else. So there's just things like that you got to talk about them, and like the whole porn thing. Going back to that, like I'm just joking. I'm just saying like, hey, like I'm just being a little bit open conversation here. Like,
He's being
is
a blue
it
hair.
good or is it bad? but you don't think your kids are gonna run into porn? Yes, your kids are gonna run into porn, especially if they're on YouTube, on Google, and all that stuff. They're gonna run into porn like this. I promise you. So we have to be able to talk about this. like porn, like talking to your kids about sex. If not, somebody else is going to talk to them about it, and something could happen to them. So we got to be very smart about how we grow up, because it's a different era.
Different era.
It's not like when I grew up. When I grew up, we didn't have Pornhub. We didn't have all the dating apps.
He's gonna start name dropping all the porn sites.
Dude, I don't even know what Tinder is, but I know Tinder is like a dating app.
Yeah.
I don't know how it looks like. I don't know the logo or nothing.
Yeah.
But all those things that pop up, you know, sometimes they're watching YouTube and weird shit comes up
Yeah.
from the ads.
Yep.
So like it's just important, and that's the way I'm gonna handle it with my kids. Like you have three
Boys.
3 boys and 1 girl.
One girl.
All right. Well, your boys are gonna give you a different problem than your girl. So,
Yeah.
and it's maybe we don't want to say problems, but different challenges.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. 'Cause-
Imagine your boy getting DUIs, getting other girls pregnant, coming home at 5 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying.
Getting blacked out. It's hopefully it doesn't happen, but
So where are they gonna get those morals from? Where do you build those foundations from?
you got to start telling them when they're young.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Like, there's so many people right now that are very good speakers, and they work. Like, right now, the porn thing. You were making a good case about it. Well, why not watch it? And then you started correlating it with, don't you learn when we go to seminars? And that's what it sounded like a good case.
Yeah.
Now imagine he was on the other team. Like, imagine you were on the team of, let's take these, let's ruin these kids.
Yeah.
If you're that guy, and kids are hearing you, they're like, well, yeah, he makes sense. Let's start going through the degenerate. I'm not saying it's degenerate, right? Because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
much to be said.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that if you really wanted to, you can probably make a case for that on both sides, right? Why you shouldn't, why you should. And right now, what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of people who are good at that. So I'm like, that's why lately I've been becoming more founded with the Bible, because my kids are going to learn Bible moral principles, because that's going to help me deal with all these there's just so much to be talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's funny how we came across porn. but like it, yeah, that's it's gonna be rated R. But you know, like I think just as parents, we gotta be role models, and we gotta, kids are growing way faster than ever right now. And I'm saying, like, I'm 41, I'm a father, and kids are growing so much faster. They're so much more advanced than previous generations.
they're seeing
So-
stuff that we never saw
Yeah.
at the same age.
I mean, there's that, like, kids are starting to have sex very, very young, and they hide it, and they don't tell their parents, and so it's something to be open about it, be aware about it. If you're a parent, don't think that nothing bad's ever gonna happen, because it will happen, and I think it's better to just be ahead of the game as parents and be role
Be ahead of
models,
the
and
game.
because kids, I always say, kids are not gonna do what you tell them to do. They're gonna see what they see the parents, the leader doing.
Yep.
So you got to lead by example.
Yep.
But having said that, brother, where can people follow you? Where can people reach out to you if people want to, reach out to you for something? Where do you communicate with your people?
Well, you can go on my Instagram, Pineda _620, and then on my Facebook, just Juan Pineda, and that's it. And Snapchat, Pineda _620 is the same one.
I mean, you're all over the place.
That's just
Good.
the
You
three.
just got to blow it up.
Blow it up.
Awesome, brother. Well, happy
My
to
man.
have you. It's
Thanks
awesome.
for having me.